All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phones and Drones. Finally, we got a chance to take the Cybertruck on its first road trip, and we went a little less than, I guess, a little under 200 miles. And this was actually super exciting. We've been waiting to see how it actually handles the road, how the actual true real world range would be, and we finally have some answers that we're going to jump in this video. So, first things first, let's go ahead and talk about actually the ride. And going again, this wasn't a far ride. It was mainly flat. We're in Florida. It was probably one of the most comfortable rides we've ever taken. That includes using our Model S refresh that had, upgraded suspension, upgraded handling, and this blows it out of the park. It was really a pleasure to drive. There was a ton of stop and go traffic, so the range is going to be skewed due to that. It wasn't straight going, between 70 and 80 miles an hour, so keep that in mind. But real world range, after using right about, it actually raised at the end because we had some rain and we were kind of driving a little more aggressively. Looking at my dash, it was over 446 WH per mile. So that is still not bad considering you're, driving around with almost a 11,000 pound vehicle. But to give you guys one better, while we were actually cruising and not having to deal with the stop and go traffic, we actually were averaging only right around 400, which would put your range over 300 miles of real world usage. Now, having said all this, we did also obviously have to charge along the way because our destination did not have a good charging infrastructure down in South Florida. So I should say South Florida, Central Florida, where we were going to be. So it was just going to be more of a hassle if we didn't do that. Having said that, we see people coming around, looking around at the car right now. So sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it was a fun drive. The charging curve wasn't quite what we were hoping, but it was a newer charger that we got to use, and it was set up for 250 kilowatt charging, and we were able to pull in plenty of what we needed in only about 15 minutes walking to the restaurant and coming back. So, yes, the charging curve still has room for improvement. I think at this point that is not a surprise, but it was pulling in an average of 230 kilowatts at about 32%. So we were able to get right back up to 60 in those 15 minutes, which is awesome. We'll do a whole separate video on the charging of this. Don't worry, stay tuned to the channel and thumbs up this video and subscribe to know when that goes live. So again, having said that, we were able to go from 100 to about 30% in those 180 miles. Realistically, obviously, you're not going to be driving 100 to 0 everywhere you go. So we will be obviously, you can trim that down to 20%, especially if you're driving 80 to 20 as Tesla usually advises, or 80 to 0 if you want to say that. But there is definitely optimism for this truck. This was a short trip, and I do want to add that this was on chill mode most of the time. We are going to go back and also do it now, the same drive out of chill mode, and see what kind of range we get from that. I'm actually encouraged. I think it's going to be equally good because driving around the city as it is, I don't keep it in chill mode. So I think it's going to be tremendously valued, not even being in chill mode, being in standard mode. But we'll have to see. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.